Example, for example, this is one road or surface where I kept an object which is having a mass m. Now if I try to apply a force on this object, then what will happen? This object is going to displace from this position to somewhat, say example, this position. So it will come and reach here in this position after some time. So I can show that it will cover some distance, say s, and definitely it's going to cover take some time. So I'll represent t also here. Now I can check that when the ball was at the position p1, he was having an initial velocity u, and when he was having when the ball was at position p2, he was having a velocity v. Now what I have to understand, that if the ball starting from p1 reached till p2, and if it stops, that means the velocity did not remain same, so it has changed the velocity, which told me about that u have changed into v. So that's the reason I can understand there was a new term called acceleration was introduced, right? Okay, so let me write down and give. So I got u as the initial velocity, v as the final velocity, t as the time taken for this ball to reach from p1 to p2, from p1 to p2, and s was the distance covered from p1 to p2. And lastly, due to this 2, a new term has been introduced, which was acceleration. So these are the 5 terms that we are going to use now in this chapter, and we will see that how the Newton has given me 3 equations of motion. Okay, so before that, let us take an example to understand acceleration in more elaborate way.